Is it nice to have two hands available? We've never seen two hands in the same shot.
Harry informed me that they make tripods for phones to make this a little easier.
Which
I didn't know that they made them.
They've had them for a long time.
So I logged on to Amazon and I bought one for $15.
So really the only reason he did that is so we can do 40 hands someday. Am I right? Like, that's basically it.
Edward 40 hands.
You would pee your pants if you did Edward 40
That's
hands.
the main deterrent of
And
doing Edward 40 hands.
I don't think your wife would help you.
No, she would not be happy.
You could just do it with no pants on.
That's what I'd have to do. Or wear a diaper.
Or wear a diaper. You could be like people on New Year's Eve in New York City.
Is that what they do?
They do, because you literally, there's nowhere to go. Pack 1 million people in a couple city blocks. What are you going to do? Just pee yourself.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dude, can you do one of these for me just once? You look like your son, though. You two are, like, you know?
They're good looking glasses, I think.
You can probably see me a lot better because it's the reading part of your glasses.
Yeah.
You know?
We'll ask the viewer to leave a comment. Viewer, leave a comment, see what you think about the glasses.
Does it make work easier?
I think it's been pretty comfortable at work. The only problem, like, they get kind of dirty because I feel like my face pushes up against them a little bit, you know?
Right.
But I'm afraid to clean them with anything other than, like, the cleaning cloth, and I don't want to seem like a big dork carrying around a cleaning cloth in my pocket.
You could get those, they come in little pouches.
Like a disposable wipe
ones.
thing?
Yeah, just keep a few of those on hand.
Yeah, because I don't just want to use like a Kleenex or my shirt or something.
Give it 2 weeks and you'll be wiping them on your shirt.
I know. I'm sure.
What happens?
Like when you get a new car and you're like, I'm never going to leave any garbage in this car.
Mm-hmm.
And a month later, there's a McDonald's bag and 2 Coke bottles in the front seat. That's
what happens. I would never leave a McDonald's bag in my car, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Because, you know, like when you pick up fast food and like your car smells like fast food for like 2 more days.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
I like it when I pick up pizza. It's a good smell to go back to. But I don't leave any trash in my car anymore. My car's always clean.
I leave cigarette packs and like soda bottles.
Yeah.
That's really it. Anywho, should we drink a beer or something?
Should we talk about some beer today?
I was gonna say,
so
some nerds.
We weren't sure what to do. We thought, you know, maybe like a good tailgate drink or football drink for the Super Bowl. So I was looking around talking to Harry, and he's like, is there something with a cool can or whatever? We can just go with that route. And this is, I think, one of the coolest cans I've ever seen. This is New Belgium Liquid Paradise IPA. And it's the Voodoo Ranger. So it's got the Voodoo Ranger on there, kicking back, relaxing on a floaty in the pool or something. I think it's a really cool can. Colorful, good graphics on it. I know we just did a New Belgium a couple of weeks ago, but this is a little different. Different route to go with the New Belgium.
7.8% on this beer.
Those Voodoo Rangers have a kick to them.
I don't think I've ever had a Voodoo Ranger.
I've never had this one. Should we open it up?
Why not?
This is our first night filming in a while. We've been doing afternoons.
Have been doing afternoons, but it's a beautiful night here. It's like 65 degrees.
Yeah. It's a foggy night here, like upper 30s, and just we were driving home and I couldn't see anything.
You're gonna like this one.
It smells really fruity. Not in like a girly fruity way, but what are you looking at?
I was looking at the bottom of the can.
See if it's still good.
Ooh. That's different. That's different. That's going to take me. Kind of kicks you in the mouth a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts off like really with like the fruit. And then at the end, it gets the real hoppy.
That's different. You know, I had the option of buying just one can.
Really?
Yep. I bought a whole 6-pack, though.
How do you buy just one can?
They just had cans there, too. It took me forever to find it. They had it in the seasonal beer section, or like the specialty beer section, not next to the rest of the Voodoo Rangers.
So they just sell single cans?
Yeah. Not of everything, but I didn't feel like spending $2.50 on a can.
I was going to say, how much is one can?
Yeah.
Can you make your own 6-pack for cheaper?
I don't know if it's cheaper, but you can. Like, they have little 6-pack holders you can load up.
I've always thought that's lame because, like, for the most part, if I am going to buy beer, I'll want more than one, you know?
Right. Like, it's going to take me the whole 6-pack for me to make up my mind on this beer.
Yeah. My mind is not made up yet.
No, not at all. I get what they're going with the name of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. It is a seasonal beer, and this seems like a weird time to put out a seasonal beer like this.
Well, especially because he's on a pool float.
Unless you're like trying to, like, oh, people are dreaming about summer in the middle of winter kind of thing. But
that could be it, I guess.
It tastes like summer, doesn't it?
It does.
Like it tastes like something you'd have sitting on the back porch
it tastes kind of like Hop Gun. I mean, obviously they're both IPAs, so they're going to be similar, but just the fruitiness. I don't know.
I don't like the ending. It tastes like a cheap IPA at the end.
I like the ending. To me,
really?
Like the front part tastes like grapefruit juice, and then you get the bitterness at the end.
I don't know. Got a cool can.
So maybe this continues our theory that the cooler the can, the shittier the beer.
Yeah. Speaking of cool can and shitty beer, they came out with a new Pseudo Sue. At least new to me. It's like a double IPA. I forgot what they call it, but I'm like, yeah, not interested in that one.
Yeah, we don't need to go back to that one.
I don't think I'm a big fan of this.
I mean, you're gonna drink them.
Yeah, I'll drink them.
I thought you were gonna like it. The first sip I took. You seem disappointed.
I am.
Because you're a Voodoo Ranger fan, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm a New Belgium fan. Somebody's home.
Somebody's car or something.
I don't know.
I've never seen you so perplexed about a beer.
I don't think I like it.
Do you like this one more than you like, what did you drink? Heineken? Heineken was your lowest rated beer, I think it was. Or is it like apples and oranges?
It's kind of apples and oranges.
There are definitely apples and oranges in this. There's something fruity.
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know. I mean, it's just really disappointing.
I haven't seen you this disappointed since the Chiefs lost the championship game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, you're not even talking. You're so disappointed.
Maybe it's just like I've hardly drank anything in the last 2 weeks.
That's true.
The only time I've drank is last week when we filmed. But I don't like it. It's kind of grossing me out.
You would prefer a gold, what do you call them?
Four Loko?
Four Loko over this?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I would. It's just not good.
It's an IPA. I mean, you're like Mr. IPA.
It's a crappy IPA.
I'm going to rate an IPA higher than you.
I think so. How much did you pay for yours?
$11.99.
$7.99.
The hell, man!
Regular price.
Regular price?
Sale. Yes.
And is that your grocery store?
Yeah. Ugh. Dude, it tastes like just a crappy IPA. Like you go to like a little like brewery bar, like brewery restaurant,
and you pick some off the wall IPA.
They make their own beer there, but they specialize in their food more than their beer. But that's all they sell is their own beer that they make at the restaurant, and their beer sucks. That's what this beer reminds me of.
I've never encountered that situation before.
Come to Omaha and I'll show you a few. Granite City. Have you ever been to Granite City?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a chain restaurant that's like a brewery restaurant, and their beer sucks.
And like they're just wannabe brewery. They just want to be in the brewery scene.
Yeah,
that's the cool place to go now.
It's cool to brew your own beer for your restaurant, even though they don't focus on it, so they brew crap beer.
Like, how long has this been going on with this brewery scene? It seems like it's a pretty new thing. Of, oh yeah, you should go to blah 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 brewery. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is kind of.
I think it's a hipster thing.
Oh, it's just that's crap beer, man. I'm so disappointed in it. It tastes like. Have you ever seen Can't Hardly Wait?
The beer has gone bad.
The beer has gone bad. Nobody drink the beer.
I was like, I don't see what your problem is.
That's what I take a drink of that, and that's what I think of. The beer has gone bad.
Not that bad.
It's bad, dude. It tastes like sweaty feet or something.
I'm going to give it a 1 on value, though. I have no value in this.
Either do I, and I paid a lot less than you. Oh, damn it! You
just really wanted this to be good. I think.
I even brought 2 of them.
I have another
case.
I think we have to drink them because we brought 2 of them.
I might throw up.
You're gonna have to chew it down, right?
Yeah. Man, Four Loko is way better than this. Okay, so drinkability.
I think it's pretty easy to drink. give it a 3 because it's definitely not easy, but
I'm giving it a 2.
About flavor?
I'm trying to think if I've had a worse beer doing this. What do you think is the lowest rated flavor beer?
I need to go in and make a database so we can look this up quickly. But that Founders we drank got pretty low. Your Heineken was the lowest score you've ever had. It's starting to drizzle on me.
I want to give it a 1, honestly. You got to talk me into giving it a 2.
You want to give it a 1 because you had high hopes for it. And you're gonna have to excuse me for a second. I gotta unwind my umbrella here. It's starting to sprinkle on me. You're so disappointed. It's like you're disappointed in one of your kids.
I'll give it a 2. Just because, like, the initial, like, when it hits your mouth, it's not bad. But then once you swallow it, the IPA flavor of it, like that hoppiness, the bitterness, is just like crap. It's so bad. Like, to me, like, I really love IPAs. And you see people that don't like IPAs and they take a sip of it and they're like, ooh, that's disgusting. That's how I feel about this one. It's how a lot of people feel about.
It's like you're drinking your first IPA.
Yeah. So I'll give it a 2 just because there is like one profile of the flavor that is okay.
Like you can see what they're trying to do, but they failed at it, kind of thing.
Yes. Yep.
I typically rate IPAs pretty low, so I'll give it a 2 as well. I mean, this one's going to sit at the back of my fridge for a little while.
I feel it in my throat and chest too. It's like, I don't know. It's not going down easy.
Maybe it's because now you have glasses, so you're a nerd, so you don't like beer anymore.
Hey.
Value 1.
I'm gonna put it at a, even though it's pretty affordable for me, I'm still gonna put it at a 1 because I wouldn't spend $8 again to drink crappy beer, you know?
Right.
If I'm gonna drink crappy beer, I'll just buy a Still Reserve. I can't.
We'd probably have more fun drinking a Steel Reserve. I'm sorry, everybody.
That's what we should do next time.
It's not a fun video because Tony's so disappointed. I'm depressed now. Like,
it doesn't make, like, it makes, I don't know.
There's a lizard on my table. Just chilling out. You don't see him at night very often. Are you going to be okay? Like, do you need like a glass of water or something? You finished it sooner than I did.
I need a Miller Lite.
Do you have one?
No.
Go get one. I'll wait for you.
Oh, I gotta take a second here. It's that bad. All right, I'll be right back.
Now it's raining, but luckily I think I'm okay with my umbrella.
I'm going to give the rest of them away. I'm going to gift them to somebody. I'm not going to drink anymore.
So, Beer Advocate gave it a 3.99 out of 5 based on 75 ratings.
That seems awful high. Oh, that's like after running a marathon and you get your first drink of water.
Well, I think if you're running a marathon, you're drinking water throughout it. I don't think there's a rule that says you can't drink beer or can't drink water during a marathon.
You can't drink beer during a marathon. That's why I never will run a marathon. They don't let you drink beer during it.
I'm glad you brought that up. I have a coworker, and she's great. I do it more just to give her a hard time. But she likes to go on 5Ks and whatnot. So she pays money to get up at 4 a.m. and go run. I don't.
And you get a T-shirt
or a medal.
Yeah, that everybody gets.
Right. And I told her, I'm I totally get doing those that are for charity and stuff like that. For sure, it's a great cause. Money goes to charity. Blah blah blah. But I told her, I'm you can wake up at 4 a.m. anytime you want and just go running. Anytime. No one's stopping you.
The other thing, too, is that you can just give your $25 to charity and not have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and run.
That's true, too. Because,
they'll probably even give you the T-shirt.
Right. And I get it if you're, competitive, right? If you're... But there's only 5 or 6 people who are actually competing to win the race.
Yeah.
The rest
they get they get a gift card to Old Chicago or something.
Man, I miss Old Chicago.
They don't have them down there?
No Old Chicago's down here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
It's a good restaurant, though.
Yeah.
You can kind of get whatever you want.
That's true. It's halfway decent.
We have a place called BJ's down here that's kind of like Old Chicago. And
I like BJ's.
You have a BJ's?
Yeah, I like BJ's.
Or but yeah, they make their own beer too. So it's probably a bad restaurant.
I bet it's bad. Have you ever had a beer at BJ's?
It's not bad. All right,
what kind of food did they serve at
anything,
BJ's?
Dude. That's the problem is they have too much.
It's like cheddars.
Yeah, you can get whatever you want. It's a 10-page menu.
Cheesecake Factory.
Right. It's exactly like that. Which that's just bad news if you're going to a restaurant that has a menu that big.
Yeah. It's Cheesecake Factory is the biggest ripoff in the history of restaurants.
I have never eaten at a Cheesecake Factory.
It is such a ripoff. It is the length of a Dr. Seuss book, not in words because there's a lot more words, but in pages. 30 pages is their menu, And it's all just it's not average food, but it's okay food, a little bit above average for $5 more than you should be spending on it.
Right. It's better than going to Applebee's, but really not that much.
But is it really?
Right.
Especially since it costs $5 to $6 to almost $10 more than it would at Applebee's. The cheesecake is good though, and I don't even like cheesecake.
You don't like cheesecake?
I'm liking it more. It's just more that it has the word cheese in it.
It's not. It's cream cheese.
Yeah, which is disgusting because it says cheese in it.
I understand where you're going with that, and because like you, I am not a fan of white condiments like creamy, like cream, like sour cream, for example. Like I'm with you on that,
Yeah.
but cream cheese, it's just sweet.
Do you put cream cheese on your bagel?
I prefer to put butter on my bagel.
But do you put cream cheese on your bagel?
If that's all they have. Like, do you ever have like bagels at work or something? Like there's bagels available? Oh, that's true. You don't work like in an office where they do that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes all you'll have is cream cheese. My production assistant coming out, she makes fun of me because I eat butter on my bagels. And look what she brought me.
Because you didn't want to drink another one either.
I didn't want to drink another one. You're right. Love you. I just thought this would be a little bit more enjoyable.
Oh, gosh, dude. I'm finally getting that flavor out of my mouth.
What, from the BJ? We are just really reaching for some content this week because our
man
distracted from that beer.
Dude, it's the day before the Super Bowl and we don't even have anything to say about the Super Bowl.
Well, you claim you're not even going to watch it.
I haven't earlier, like since last Monday till about probably this Wednesday, I was like, I'm not watching the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl.
And now I'm at like, I might just like have it on.
Well, and I like this Super Bowl because it's truly the young guns versus the old guns. I mean, the head coach of the Rams is 33 years old. He's the same age as me, and he led a team to the freaking Super Bowl.
He has the same hair as you too.
I thought he had like light hair.
Same hairstyle, kind of.
It's hard to see my hair. My hair looks really good right now because of the dark background. Otherwise, it'd look like crap. And my beard is getting long too.
But the other thing that the Super Bowl has going for it, I don't know how much people talk about it, is that it's a rematch of what started Brady in the New England dynasty.
When Bledsoe got hurt?
0-1, Rams versus Patriots in the Super Bowl. This is when nobody hated Brady yet.
Is this the Flutie days?
No, this was Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, that's who I was thinking.
Tom Brady.
That's who I was thinking.
Versus Tom Brady. Nobody hated Brady because they didn't know who he was.
And everybody's talking about
the Patriots came out of nowhere.
Everybody's talking about Kurt Warner because he was like sacking groceries like the year before or whatever. And
and they had won the Super Bowl 2 years prior. I think it was 2 years prior. Yeah.
Is that the game? Is that the game where they're like 1 yard short from scoring a touchdown on the last play or something like that?
That's the one against the Titans.
Oh, okay.
That was 2000.
How do you remember this shit?
No, that was 99. No. Maybe that was 2000. No, 99. I don't know.
How far back do you think you can go naming the Super Bowl champions?
There's some points in there I get confused.
I used to be good at that kind of stuff.
I don't know.
Like when I was in middle school, like I knew all that stuff. Like I could do it for college sports. I could do it for World Series. I could do it for NFL. I didn't realize I had, you know what I mean? Like back then you don't really have to think about stuff. Now I'm thinking about stuff. I lose all that.
Yeah. I can do World Series like from the 80s up to like 2008 or 9, and then it gets confusing because it's like the Giants every other year, and
the
the
Giants
Cardinals thrown in there.
Yeah, the Giants screwed it up. Like when the Giants started,
and it was every other year for 6 years.
Yeah, it's like what?
And it's like, okay, which one?
Oh, my dog's just ran out here. Yeah, no,
but like the '90s, I know baseball like easy.
Wasn't that just the Braves or the Yankees?
The Braves only won one.
Oh, even though they were like the team to beat.
They were in the World Series every year, but they only won one. Yeah. And the Yankees won 3. I think it was 3. Maybe it was 4.
So it's the end of football. Got a couple months until baseball comes back.
What do you do?
Watch hockey.
It's not even on TV.
Dude, it's on national TV. Oh, no, I think you probably get the Blackhawks tonight. But the Lightning have been on national TV 2 days this week.
Like, what channel?
Well, tonight it's on NBC.
Outdoor Network doesn't count.
It's usually NBCSN.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
But tonight it's on NBC. So you could be watching hockey.
But it's not the Lightning.
Well, it is for me. But you'll probably get like the Blackhawks or something.
Then it's not national TV. That's regional.
Well, you know what I mean. But you have the Fox Sports Go app or whatever. You could watch it just like you watch your Rays games, right?
Yeah, just hockey games take a long time and stuff.
To me, they go faster than baseball games.
Baseball games, you can like get up and do something between batters and even pitches sometimes. So you can multitask during a baseball game.
Well,
and a football game too.
You can do that with
like
hockey.
I can go to the bathroom in between plays during football if I know the down and distance of the situation.
At your drip rate, no, you can't.
If I go in like short enough intervals.
Takes this guy 2 minutes to take a whiz. And then
I can accomplish a lot in a 35-second play clock.
By the time he's done peeing, he has to go pee again. Basically, that's how it goes.
You know how many of those dreams I have? Like when I have to go pee so bad in the middle of the night.
Those are the worst dreams, isn't it?
And you're like, you dream that you're peeing, and then you're like, ah.
And then you wake up and go, oh, shit.
You walk away from the toilet in your dream, and then you're like, really hard? You have to pee again?
I don't have that dream.
Oh, man, it's just that I always have to pee dream.
You have a dream that you pee, and then you walk away from the bathroom, and you still have to pee.
I have to pee again, yeah.
See, what happens to me is I will have a dream about peeing, and I'll wake up, like, really, like, excited. Not excited, but almost scared because I think I'm going to piss myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I get that feeling that I'm just going to piss the bed or something.
See, here's my dilemma. In the morning, like when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I have to multitask. That way I can get out of the house, like twice as quick if I do two things at once the whole time.
So you brush your teeth while you pee?
Yeah. So I have to get the toothbrush ready before I pee. So I'm like doing the potty dance, getting the toothpaste out, putting it on there so I can multitask.
Can't you, like, brush your teeth, like, doing something else?
I used to brush my teeth in the shower.
I used to do that, but then I realized I'm not actually saving time because I need to stop and brush my – like, what am I going to do? Like, lather myself down while I'm brushing my teeth?
I would wash my hair while I was brushing my teeth. Multitasking.
You don't have any hair.
That's when I used to have hair. So, did you watch Bird Box?
Yeah, it's a good movie. You didn't like it?
I did, but there were just so many plot holes in it.
Like what?
Okay, number one. Why didn't she see the thing when her sister did and she was driving in a car with her, and then she got out of the car and ran up to the house? How come she didn't see the thing to make her kill herself?
Because that's when it was like a new thing. It was like it wasn't all around. It was just being like introduced. Like, for example, let's say, I don't know, you work in an office and one person has a cold. Okay, not everybody's going to get the cold, but somebody around that person is going to get a cold. But if it's like a really, 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 really contagious cold that has built up, then everybody's going to get the cold.
See, I don't agree with that, because like the one lady that ran out there to try to save her, all she did was like take one step, and because
she was looking this way and Sandra Bullock was looking this way. It's all about what you look at. If you don't see it,
plot hole number 2.
Okay, so we can agree I sealed the first plot hole.
Okay, plot hole number 2.
Sure.
How come the people from the insane asylum couldn't see it? Or if they did, it didn't affect them the same way?
Are you talking the people that... Hang on a second. Because I watched it a long time ago and it sounds like you just watched it. Are you talking like the people that like ended up asking to get into the house?
Yeah.
They kept their eyes shut.
No. The guys that were driving the car around with their eyes open, looking for people.
Probably because they're just
to make
insane.
Open their eyes.
They're insane. It's not a traditional disease. It's more of a mental disease. And they're already screwed up to the point where it doesn't affect them.
How come I think I win this one because it never explained that.
Well, if movies explained everything, movies would be 10 times more boring.
No, but it had the opportunity to explain it because they let the one guy into the house that basically killed everybody.
Yeah.
All he said was, and I'm assuming that he was one of those people.
Yeah, from the insane asylum.
But he just said, oh, yeah, there's people from the insane asylum, and it didn't affect them. Yeah. That's all he said. So, that's a plot hole.
Like, for example, I remember there's a movie called, I think it was this movie. It's a movie called Thank You for Smoking. It's basically about a lobbyist for big tobacco. It's a good movie, blah, blah, blah. But they were talking about they need to get more cigarettes into movies. And they're like, what would be cool is if there was a space movie and, somebody just lights up like John Wayne in space. And somebody goes, well, they would blow up, dude, in that oxygen-rich environment. And he goes, well, yeah, you're right. But that's why you just put in one little line that says, well, it's a good thing we invented the whatsoever so we can smoke in space. Like, they wouldn't have to explain exactly how that works. You just have that one little line. Hey, the people from the insane asylum, they don't see it and they don't kill themselves. That's how movies work, man.
But you need to explain it.
In a book, they would. But in a movie, you only have
and that's what I was going to say at the end of this, is that I would actually be interested in reading this book because
it's probably a really good book, but I don't really read it.
The premise of the movie was awesome. Okay, plot hole number 3. So
I sealed
Insane
both
Asylum. I don't agree, but anyway.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Plot hole number 3. The people driving around the insane asylum, people looking for people,
Sure.
Whenever Sandra Bullock and her boyfriend, Tom or whatever, go to other places, go to other houses to loot, that's when the people come. How come they've been there for 5 years in the same house? How come they never come to that house?
Because they were probably just sitting outside waiting for people to come outside. And then they'll loot them when they actually confirm seeing somebody who obviously is Like, okay, so for example, if you're playing Call of Duty, right? What are you going to do? I'm going to bust into houses to see if I can find guys hiding out and camping? No. You're going to wait and see until somebody's on the run, and you're going to go grab that guy. And you cut out, so I can't see you right now.
We just lost power.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I better get going.
Well, then, thanks for having a beer with me, I guess.
Yeah. It's dark.
A bald and hairy.
Good thing I have glasses.
Good thing you have glasses so you can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you should probably conserve your battery on your phone there then, I suppose, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
text
me some more plot holes that I can fix up for you. And,
yeah. It's back on.
Oh, you're back on? Oh, okay. It's not back on your screen yet.
I thought that there were, like, it's mainly sound people around trying to kill people with that.
So, hang on a second. What's going on is I can't really hear you because you're on your cell phone. You're on your data and not on your Wi-Fi right now because your Wi-Fi hasn't turned back on.
Now can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Your video is kind of laggy, but I think I can hear you. I think. I don't hear anything right now. And you sound like a robot. Just give it a few seconds. Your Wi-Fi will pop in.
What do you mean? Ah! My daughter was upstairs all by herself, and I just hear this.
This is really funny from my perspective, and probably the video's perspective too, because you have a very funny look on your face, and your glasses make you look like you're crazy.
You're just like, I can see the crazy thing without killing myself.
But does that make sense? So again, you wouldn't barge into people's houses because they have their shotguns. They have things to protect themselves with, and they're expecting you. So they prey on them.
Yeah, but after 5 years, you don't think that they realize there are people that.
Yeah, they know where they are, and then they wait for them to come out of their place and go get them.
Yeah, why wouldn't they just blast up when they came out?
I don't know. They're insane.
I'm sure that the book explains it. But then the ending too was just so like quick. Like, okay, here's the thing: is at the sanctuary where all these people live. How do they get supplies?
How do they
have enough food for all those people?
I don't know. Use your imagination. Your video quality is so bad right now. When is your Wi-Fi going to kick back on? You still there? All right. Well, I think that might be the end of our. That might be the end of this episode. Thanks for having a beer with me, dude. And I'll talk to you later.